Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, during the break, Josh, are you shocked or surprised that like every hour of every minute of every second of every day right now, I'm talking baseball? Are you shocked by that?
No, not too shocked.
Not too shocked. Okay. I can't help it, folks. I can't help it. And I want you to stick around for 10 o'clock. I want to talk to Dave Gardner when he comes on. I want to talk about Redan, that baseball team. It was almost like in that first game, Josh, Redan said, you know what? We've got to get our backs against the wall and prove that we don't quit or something, because you know what I'm saying? It's almost like they had to get stirred up to really get that team going. And when they did, oh my gosh, that's a good baseball team. Absolutely. So at 10 o'clock, I want to talk about the fans. I want to talk about the team and Pike County. So, all right, we're back. Now, let me say this, okay? All we heard about this weekend, if you get up this morning and you turn on any news cycle, and I tell you, I don't like to keep going and going, but I don't care which damn one you turn on, all right? You turn on ABC, CBS, even Fox will do this morning. You turn on every single one. And what they will do is they will talk about, right? They will talk about President Donald Trump had a 1-hour phone conversation with Vladimir Putin and did not ask him, please stop meddling in our elections. Put up number 55 again. Now, in the Oval Office, the president's there. I forget who he's with. And the reporters are yelling questions. And one question is, did you tell him not to meddle in the next election? Did you tell him? Right? Which we all know that President Obama basically did nothing when it came to the Russians meddling in the election, because at that same time, the corruption and the collusion with the Russians was in the Democrat Party through Christopher Steele and Russian spies. Let's play Obama's. Now, this is what the media wanted. This is what they missed. They missed this guy right here. Play Obama and Russian meddling into our elections. All right? Because what I want to show you is, I want you to hear this, because every single, I don't care where you tune in this morning, all right? They're going to talk about, did you ask President Putin, and why will Trump, every one of them, why will Trump not push back against Russia? Now, what you don't know is behind the scenes. Just let me know when you got that video, okay? All right. What you don't know is behind the scenes, there are groups that are working daily to make sure that Russia no longer hacks into our system. We have groups that are doing everything they can to stop Russia from hacking into our computers on a daily basis. China, and obviously, you know, the media is concerned with the $90,000 worth of Facebook ads that some Russian oligarchs took out during the election. Now, let's listen to Obama here about Russian meddling into our elections.
In China, I felt that the most effective way to ensure that that didn't happen was to talk to him directly and tell him to cut it out, and there were going to be some serious consequences if he didn't. And in fact, we did not see further tampering of the election process. But the leaks through WikiLeaks had already occurred.
The leaks through WikiLeaks had already occurred. The leaks through WikiLeaks had already occurred. I looked at him and just told him directly. I just told him, cut it out. Cut it out, man. The leaks through WikiLeaks had already occurred. See, Obama knew all the way down what was going on with the spying of the Trump campaign. Obama knew all the way down to Loretta Lynch, every last one of them, what was going on as far as the FISA warrants. Obama knew every bit of this. When WikiLeaks leaked those emails, Obama told Putin to cut it out. Really? He came out and told Putin to cut it out. Check when Seth Rich dies. A DNC staffer. I'm just saying, okay? Check it out. Do the timeline of when Seth Rich died. WikiLeaks had already leaked the emails. Now, the only thing the media knows how to continue to say is, hey, is it okay to use the information that a foreign government puts out? Should you not report that to the FBI? If there's foreign information, should you not report that to the FBI? You will never hear once that what WikiLeaks dumped was true. You'll never hear that. They know Attorney General Bob Barr, okay, William Barr. They know Attorney General William Barr, okay, is going to look into every bit of it. And they are a nervous wreck. They do not know what to do. So we'll go into the subpoena, but hey, today, the only thing they know. Now, the President of the United States, the Trump administration, has put more tariffs on Russia. They have tightened things on Russia. The Obama administration has come nowhere near close to tightening things on Russia like the Trump administration has. We know there's no collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia, so there's no fear, okay, of why Trump would not stand strong against Putin. Trump just does not come out, and he's not going to sit in a room full of people from MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS, New York Times, Washington Post. He's not going to come out and tell you the entire game plan against Russia, okay? Russia said that they don't want to be involved in Venezuela. They don't want anything to do with the. Oh my God, Russians are there right now. We know that. We know that. We know Cuba's involvement. We know Russians involved. The Russians are involved. We know each and every bit of it. The president knows that. Okay, he's just not going to come and sit down with everybody there and talk about it. So here's what I want to look at briefly, and because what I want to, and this is sometimes where I get off the beaten track, and I know some of you don't like it, but if you're going to get up this morning and you're going to hear, hold on just a minute, all day long, why President Donald Trump did not ask Vladimir Putin to stop meddling in our elections. All right? We have a guy that could be president of the United States. This guy is a total dumbass. Yes, he is. I'm sorry. Now let's play Biden. Let's play Joe Biden, what he said in Iowa. And they're not talking about this. Play the video of what Joe Biden said in Iowa.
China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man. They can't even figure out how to deal with the fact that they have this great division between the China Sea and the mountains in the west. They can't figure out how they're going to deal with the corruption that exists within the system. I mean, they're not bad folks, but guess what? They're not competition for us. But here's where we are. We're in a situation where right now we have not only the strongest military in the world, we have led not by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. That's why the rest of the world has it referred to. Not a joke.
China, come on, man. They can't figure out. They can't figure out. That's what that buffoon said. China, come on, man. Now, the President of the United States is the first, and he goes everywhere. Donald Trump goes, who made these deals? Larry Kudlow, the President of the United States, Steve Mnuchin. I mean, they are trying, the list goes on, they are trying to take trade deals, disasters. Remember TPP, Trans-Pacific Partnership? Thank God Trump got us out of that when he came into office. I mean, you have senators, you have congressmen that supported the TPP, and they say, Trump will say all the time, who the hell made these deals, right, folks? You and I both know that these trade deals have been disastrous for our manufacturers, our companies here at home. Look at NAFTA, which Joe Biden voted for. Look at NAFTA, okay? President Trump said no more. He has made a new deal with Mexico and Canada where more parts have to be manufactured right here, auto parts, in this country. I mean, the list goes on of what this guy is doing that is going to, the President of the United States is going to have a bearing on this country for years. Where President Donald Trump is saying, who the hell made these deals with China? Who made these trade deals, these disastrous deals? In the future, people are going to say, look at these great deals we have. Thankfully to Donald Trump, the President of the United States, in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and so on. Right? Those are the deals. And now I said early on, would the American people be able to handle what has to be done to bring China to the table? So you just hang on. The President of the United States, don't let the media tell you all this stuff today about how bad it is that Trump's going to put these tariffs on, all right? Don't let the media do that. He's going to put these tariffs on China, and we're in big trouble. You've seen the jobs report. This economy is strong enough to sustain Trump making a deal with China in trade to make our economy even stronger. Now, I'm going to do it one more time. Could you go back to the Biden video? And I want to play that China one more time if you could. If you could go back there, just because I got off my train of thought. I just want to, and I'll tell you where to stop it and come back to me. Tell me when, just go ahead and do it when you can do it.
China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man. They can't even figure out how to deal with the fact that they have this great division between the China Sea and the mountains in the west. They can't figure out. They can't figure out.
They can't figure out. This buffoon, they can't figure out. Now let me show you number 3. Give me number 3 here, okay? Now, Okay? There is China, Taiwan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam. I probably said that twice. All right? If you look in there, you will find North and South Korea. That's the South China Sea. Japan is out there somewhere, right? They can't figure out. During the Obama administration, pull up number 1. During Joe Biden and Barack Obama, now you think about what President Trump is left with right now to work with North Korea, all right? Now the media is all, let me just say this, okay? Let me go here. Before we do that, there's number 6, all right? The media loves the failed summit. They always talk about Trump's failed summit. North Korea conducts tests of new tactical guidance weapons, which may be short-range ballistic missiles. And look, they're looking up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. All right? The media bets on our president's failure, and they bet every day against this country. The media does, okay? And that buffoon that just said that China can't figure it out. Now, you think about what the President of the United States has to deal with. Look at number 1. You know what that satellite, you know what that is, number 1? That's satellite images of a man-made island, several of them, several man-made islands. Now remember, we got the same guy, Barack Obama, that told Russian President Vladimir Putin, cut it out, man. Cut it out. That's the media. That's the president they want. He said, cut it out. Donald Trump, we asked him, did you tell him not to meddle in our elections? Did you tell him to cut it out? No, maybe Trump is handling things a different way. Because look at this. You see what happened here in the South China Sea? We got to deal with everything in this region. And Obama and Biden were told that these were islands being built by China for their tourists, their rich people in their country. We're going to go there. Let's go to number 2. There's another little better aerial shot right there of one of these military islands in the South China Sea. You know, Biden just stood up there and said, really? They're going to eat our lunch? They can't figure out. He's a buffoon, folks. Let me tell you something. I am a capitalist. I do not agree with Bernie Sanders at all. Do not. But I will tell you this. I can sit and listen to Bernie Sanders faster than I can this buffoon Joe Biden. Pull up number 4. You see those troop carrying ships there at their dock? This is actually what one of those, I mean, they got a highway on there and everything that one of these man-made islands look like. But you know what? This is what the media is concerned with. Number 55. Why won't Trump stand up to Vladimir Putin? Folks, you need to pay attention to what's really going on out there. Number 23. Number 23, CNN. All right, from Seoul, South Korea, 1:18 this morning. Well, 1:18 right after 5 a.m., 4 a.m. I think it was 4:18 a.m. this morning, Eastern Time. Satellite images show North Korea missile launch. Trump administration trying to salvage nuclear talks with Kim regime. And you don't think these people are enemy of the state, CNN? Trying to salvage satellite images show North Korea missile launch. Okay? That's a big damn deal. Go to number 1. I want you to go into the archives and try to find all of the satellite image reports where China was building islands out there in the South China Sea, eating our lunch. But no, they love the fact. Can you go to that last picture without me giving you the number? Because I don't. I'm gonna go do just a couple more quick things. Let me see this one here. Let's go ahead and I had the other one here. Let me see. I think we just brought this one up just a second ago. I don't want to continue to go down this road. That's the one right there. And then we have give me number 13. Less than 10 weeks after failed Hanoi summit, North Korea conducts tests of new tactical guidance weapons and multiple rocket launchers. See, this little rocket man just left Vladimir Putin last week. Just left a summit in Russia with Putin. All right? Russia has hired military, special agent military in Venezuela. You think the hour on the phone that President Trump was maybe focusing on this guy here with Putin, Venezuela, Iran? Do you think he was focused? No, the media is so bent out of shape. What did you say, President, to Vladimir Putin about North Korea and denuclearization of the peninsula? No, you must say, are you not going to meddle in our elections? Because our democracy is crumbling as we speak. That's what the priority is, right? And will Mueller testify? Number 6, we already showed you this. New tactical guidance weapons. Number 6 here, MSNBC. And again, let me show you number 1. This is out in the South China Sea. You look it up yourself. China, man-made military islands in the South China Sea that Barack Obama and Joe Biden for 8 years watched them built with satellite imagery. And then Biden says, man, China's going to eat our lunch. Get real. They can't figure out. Just remember those words. China can't figure out where Joe Biden's concerned. What a buffoon. And the media needs to highlight that. Take a break and we'll come right back, talk about Michael Cohen. Why not?